All right, hello everyone. Gabe here. We're going to talk today about the transition out of the one kind of test preparation that we've been doing into another. So, what you'll notice as we move on past the three modules that we've addressed already, those in a lot of ways were similar in that we were working on using paper, using process of elimination, doing some of those things and some of that stuff, while the question types were different and the methods for attacking those questions might have varied a little bit, a lot of the stuff was still the same. You had answer choices there. You were going to adjudicate, the best ways to try to get at scoring the points for those parts of the test. Now, we're going to address those other parts of the test. The analytical writing. Now, this isn't properly, I guess, part of the verbal section, but it does go along with preparing for it, in that you'll need vocabulary, you'll need your same critical thinking skills that you needed in the earlier part of the verbal section. So I'm going to address these two parts in turn. There are actually two essays that you'll have to write as a part of the GRE. One is to analyze an issue, and the other is to analyze an argument. Now, these are both analyzing things, but the way you'll come at them will be slightly different. So for this week, I will go over the analyzing the issue portion, and then for the next module, we will go over the tips and tools for analyzing the argument. So these will signal a bit of a transition, really, from what we've been doing, earning the verbal score, to now trying to earn points for your writing. Now, the writing is scored separately. Actually, as part of the Module 4, there is a link there for you to be able to go to the ETS site and see how exactly they score these writing portions. Scoring for the verbal section will get you something between 130 and 170, I believe. But the writing, while there are two essays, you will be given one score on your writing, and it will be between 1 and 6 or 2 and 6, something like that. A really good score needed to get into really good graduate programs would be 5 and up. So I think on the ETS site there's even a way that you can look at the different essays that were written and you can see the score they were given. So I would recommend that you take a look at those and see what kind of writing gets what scores, so that if you know you're a poor writer already and you're just trying to get up to 4, then you can kind of look at the 4 essays. You can look at the essays that are scored 4, and you can see what you need to get there. If you're trying to get into one of those primo graduate programs that is going to not accept anything less than 5, then you need to be looking at the 5s and 6s. To find out what it is that you need to do to get your writing up to that level. There will be a few things that will be common between the two, but the strategy for coming at these may be a little bit different. What will remain the same, though, is the fact that you will need to, number one, pay attention to what the actual issue is. You want to be particular for the information they give you, that you treat it appropriately. Number two, that you look at what the instructions tell you to do. So regardless of how great an essay you may have written, if it wasn't what the instructions asked for, then you're going to be in trouble. And number three is the fact that you will need to know what the issue is and then evaluate what the instructions ask for, but then you will have to, unless you're just really extraordinary, you will need to plan out what you're going to write, complete with sort of the structure of it, the points you're going to make, and at least some anecdotal examples of what you plan to say, so that your essay reflects a very decidedly intentional structure. That is something that sort of goes across the board for both of these. So hope everything goes well for you, and feel free to jump into Module 4. Please remember, continue to work on that vocabulary. It's word lists 7 and 8 for this week, so please let me know if there's any way I can help you if you have any questions. Thanks.